What's that? That is a Spikes Tactical launcher, BB launcher. So last time we looked at the M203 by King Arms. Today we're looking at the Mad Bull. Check that out. Mad Bull. Mad Bull makes this thing. Mad Bull launcher. So when I was in the market for the King Arms M203 launcher, I was looking at the Mad Bull launchers. And to be frank, I didn't like them very much. You had a push button on the back that you pushed when you wanted to. The cool thing was that they came in various sizes and they fit the RIS grips and you didn't have to have any attachments for them. That was pretty cool. That was innovative. But yeah, nobody wants a push button at the back of their launcher. They want a trigger. They want a trigger. So this is the King Arms one that we shot last time. Obviously the orange tip is still gone. It blew off when we fired. But today we're looking at the Mad Bull version of the Spikes Tactical Havoc. Now, if you know anything about Havoc, it is a real launcher. You can buy them. They're $300 or so. You can throw them onto your M16 or M4, AR-15, whatever you own, and you can launch flares at them. They're 37 millimeters. So, that's what this is based off of. The Havoc flare launcher. Of course, they may have a military version, which is a grenade launcher, and I don't know. I haven't done that much research. Anyways, this thing is sweet. Obviously, this is for airsoft use only. Do not use a flare in this, as it could blow it apart. Little safety tip there. Thanks. Anyways, it is all metal. All of it. Unlike the King Arms, that's plastic. Yeah, there's plastic in it. $100, you can get some plastic? No, I want metal. So here we are, $100, maybe a little bit more, depending on where you go. You get the Mad Bull quality, you have the Havoc launcher. So, everything's metal, including this orange tip. It's metal. It's painted, it's very soft, smooth, whatever you want to call it. It's metal. So how does it work? Well, just like any other launcher. You got to open the chamber, pushing this large button here, slide it forward, but that's not enough room to get my grenade in there. I mean, yeah, no. It slides to the side. Stick it in, and you close it. If you notice, it didn't go off. Well, that's because it's not loaded. But if you watched the last video, this thing went off in the midst of loading. Yeah, it's a little sensitive. But to counter that, check this out. There is no issues with this one. The firing pin is actually flush with the housing. So you don't have to worry about it going off when loading it in. Thank you, I don't want to blow a partner away before the game even starts. Yeah, no. So, it's full with Spikes Tactical trademarks and a Havoc trademark, which is Spikes Tactical as well. So, it has the charging handle, just like the real thing, except for it's not in the discharge position. It's in the charge position, which is kind of cool. It does have the selector switch for safety, so there's no flipping a lever forward like this to arm. So that's disarmed, armed. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that, which position is and everything. It's just like your rifle. So it is in fire right now. Hey, look, now it's in safe. Now it's in fire. That's cool. When it's in fire, you just pull the trigger. Pull the trigger, and it goes. So, look at this. Look how far out that firing pin goes. Can you see that? I mean, really look at that. That is a pretty good distance. It's going off. It's in there, you pull that trigger, it's going off. That's why you need the safety, but that's also why it doesn't go off, because of how flush that is. Pretty nice. So, the back of it's all flush too. Why? So it can fit on your mag well. So obviously I have a 4-inch rail, and this doesn't have any RIS locking mechanism on it. That's a downfall. I like the RIS locking mechanism. So you got to slide it into place, open it up, and there are 2 set screws up here. There's one closest to the barrel and one closest to the housing. And you just turn them clockwise, locks them into place to go up and touch the rail, and it kind of pushes it apart from each other and gets it nice and stiff. The problem with my 4-inch barrel or 4-inch rail is only one of those set screws is going to fit. So I'm not going to do it right now. It takes an Allen key. I don't know the size of it. I'm sorry. This one did not come with any instructions. I don't know if Mad Bull just didn't send them to me or what. I didn't purchase this. They sent it to me. So it's likely that it was a return, or likely that it was just something they had extra laying around, didn't have all the pieces to it. Understandable. Doesn't have the instructions. You can go online and find instructions for it. Go to madbull.com. You can find the launcher. You can find videos on it. You can find pretty much anything you need to know. So putting it on is simple. It just slides right on the rail. Locking it in is a little more difficult. You need an Allen key to push in those 2 set screws there. Functionality, pretty darn simple. Push the button, load, fire. Can't get any simpler than that. It's just like a rifle or a pistol. The only complaint I have is that it's a little heavier than the King Arms. That's not a major problem. The only issue that I have with that is that the front of my gun needs to be a little lighter. So I'm not lugging that thing around and getting tired after playing a day in the woods. I'd invest in a sling, if you can. Mine, with the grenade launcher, you can't really invest in a sling, unfortunately. But I'm definitely going to be swapping out to the Havoc. It is really awesome. The King Arms is cool too. It's just not all there quality-wise. I've had it, played with it a couple times, and when I pull the trigger, it doesn't always go off. The other thing is, when you're done with it, I mean, these grenades are not cheap. $100, $30, $50, depending on what kind you get, where you get them. So $50, let's just say $50, you get a grenade, and you load it in here. This is the King Arms. You load it in. Oh no, it went off. Okay, well then, I pull it out. Hey, look at that, it's stuck. And it falls right, oh, this one's a little big for it, but smaller ones would fall right out. It would fall out front like that. And land top down in the dirt. That's a fill valve on top. You don't want to get that dirty. Then you got to take it apart, clean it, put it back together, or replace it. So what we do? Well, we use a Havoc instead. Havoc pulls forward, flips out sideways like that. Load it in. Fits in there perfectly. Pull it out. Hey look, it's still in the barrel. Pull it forward and then, hey, slides right out into your hand. You don't have to worry about it going whoopsie on the ground. So how much are these things? About $100. Maybe a little bit more. You can get them on, check on Mad Bull's website. You can find them on there. But if this thing is $100 and this one's $100, I'm going for this one. Now, granted, if you're one of the ones that doesn't like orange tips on their airsoft stuff, which isn't the smartest thing in the world, but heck, I'm there too, then this one's the way to go. You can take it off very easily. However, it's always safer to go with the orange tip, especially now in today's day and age. After the crazy people out there that shut up schools and shut up different things, you're definitely wanting to keep the orange tip on there. Law enforcement sees something that looks like a rifle or a grenade launcher, they're going to go crazy. And if you don't comply, you're going to be shot. Plain and simple. Keep the orange tip on there. Go for the bigger one because this one is a lot more standout-ish. But this isn't big enough to give you away in a game. Especially a CQB game where you're going to be using it anyways. You're hiding behind walls. It's not going to give you away. It's not like you're sniping 300, 400 yards away. Definitely want to pick one of these up. $100, madbull.com. Check it out. Thank you, Mad Bull. This is awesome. It's heavy, it's metal, it's for airsoft. Havoc launcher. Definitely adding to my arsenal. Thanks a lot. Catch me again next time. We'll review something else that's cool.